Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna have to go and take my baby to school, y'all. So we're gonna do a reading for Gemini's. Okay, baby, you got options. You got people that are trying to telepathy send you messages. They are around in your community or your vicinity, wherever you're being online in your community, or you're gonna bump into this person or this person been watching you on Facebook or something of that nature. Gemini, this is for the Geminis that are like been doing a lot of healing. Like you have got rid of a lot of stuff. And your family members, like long distance family members, or even within close distance family members, or whatever, they've been watching you all the time and they're super jealous, but they talked down on you. Could have been about you and your children or some business or whatever you were doing, and now they're trying to do the same thing. Okay, it's going to be those family members. They have always been haters of you, have always talked behind your back, have always had ill will intent for you, have always felt some type of way. You're dealing with those karmic family members again. Narcissistic triangulation, they link up and click up, those kind. And you're like the oddball outcast, that kind of whatever. We want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Anyway, I jumped from these options you got. And some of the options you don't even know you have. And they are secretly calling themselves liking you and da-da-da-da-da. They're right around. And you're like not paying any attention. You're so focused on continuing your healing and trying to get to stability for you and your kids. You got people that's going to try to do ill things. So I'm just telling you, Geminis, if you've been working on things to do with you and your family and your household, continue to do it. Get in a circle, pray, because where there's two or more, to send those demonic forces that's coming towards your household, pray to send it back to whomever these people are or whatever, because they are sending you all kinds of fireballs. And you could have been noticing or whatever, because it's been like fluctuating with your stability, like your finances, and things have been occurring and happening, and you couldn't put your finger on it or whatever. You just know that things were, it would be like you would have, finances or whatever. You just barely having enough to make it for your bills and things like that or whatever. And normally you would have a little bit over. It's because people have been sending negative waves towards you, and it's family, friends, all of them. They are jealous. They are pretending that they're not. And it's no reason or whatever. If you post something, even if you've been on Facebook, if you haven't or whatever, you got people all in the community talking down on you and about you, and for nothing. For that matter, these are people that haven't even ever, y'all could have been people that seen each other within a range. Maybe you went to school with them, but you didn't hang with them. People like that try to really pretend that they know you and don't. It's so many. It's like people that you haven't hung around with, people that you haven't been around in a day. They have so much to say, okay? You got them coming for you, and it's quite awkward, and it's quite weird, and it's kind of sickening for that matter or whatever. I would just let it blow over and continue to do you or whatever. The people that do love you, they're going to continue to show. People that you show love, you're going to continue to show. But don't overgive anymore, because you don't have to. Here's the thing. You don't have to. You know who you are. You got people coming for you, or whatever. But you have been a great influencer to do with people that are seen in a great, that have high status quotas, they may not come and tell you, because sometimes it's like, people, and it's more fear-based, ego-based, entitlement, egotistical. They're not seeing it as such, but it is. If you got someone that's just coming in and, they're giving out all this good stuff, and it can help you or whatever, you should, at some point in time, give them their props, just out of care and consideration or whatever. But these people aren't doing that. They're just jumping on the bandwagon, and they want to look important. So they're trying to make themselves seem like it's something that they've been doing that they haven't been doing. They've been watching you all the time, and whatever little bit you have been putting out on the internet, they've been watching it, and they've been running and doing it. It's a time for everything, and everyone can try things, but it's not something that was instilled inside of them, not something that they were doing. If you go back and, go back into their family unit and ask, oh, was this something that, from a kid or whatever. My little kids, they've been trying to cook all their damn life. Ever since like I say, my mom wasn't there for, but me, basically, me and my kids, we were around my mom a lot, even if I had to go around her myself. And then when, I got older, my mom came a few times, lived with me, Then I kept her for the last 4 years of her life. She wasn't there. She didn't raise us like that, me and my brothers and sisters. But for the most part, I always made it my business to go around my mom or whatever, me and my kids. And she showed us, she was a street person that came from the streets, but she could cook, she could clean, and things like that. So anywho or whatever, yeah, they take my testimony and they use it, but they're not supporting me. I hate that. And I can't do anything about it. God sees the difference. He sees the difference of the energetic flow that's occurring, and it'll just come back on them because they know that they did it. And so I can't worry about that anymore. Like, it's, it hurt me to know that they're like that, because I know who you really, really are, so as a person. So I'm going to kind of be looking at you like sideways. So anyways, Geminis, you are, even in your community, even people that have more than you, you're going to come to cahoots that these people were doing all of this stuff only because you were around, trying to belittle you or make you look or feel some type of way, because they have their own insecurities that they need to work on within themselves to heal themselves or whatever. Just your energy alone causes these people to do quite awkward things that they could have done before you came around, or they could have been doing before you stepped on the scene. But no, they decided to do it because they're looking at you and they're like, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and they're looking at you as though you think that you got it all, know it all, be it all, whatever, you come with the juice or whatever, and they aren't feeling you. Some of them are, but some of them like you, but they are silently hating or whatever. But some of them just are hating, but some of them like the energy that you bring because you have taught them a lot of things and you're helping them along the way. So, to do with this love life, Gemini, I don't know what you're going to do, but I don't think you're too much into it. Now, if someone comes and show you in the physical that, yeah, I'm into you and da-da-da-da-da, then, yeah, you're going to go for it. But other than that, you're like, nah, or whatever. You do have someone that you did try with or whatever. You did open up and you was trying to see what it was and where it would lead to. You're figuring out, you're kind of seeing the red flags with this person, da-da-da-da. This person is not on a high vibration, and for that matter, if you got to compete with me because you see my abilities and things that I have to offer and bring to the table, then I don't want to deal with you, because I could even help you and you could help me. Don't always take it for, if you legitimately get with a person and they have all this good spiritual abundance that they can bring to the table, that can even add to your add to you. They could be a major asset, to help the connection. You don't have to be trying to compete with that person. If you do, it's something in you that needs to be healed, and you're being intimidated by that person. So Gemini, you are attracting a lot of people, like right off. They're seeing what you have to offer, who you are as a person, and they're kind of feeling like underneath, or they don't add up, or they feel the need to compete with you, or they feel that they're not on your level, or they like to be with someone that, they can feel important, more important than what you are, or whatever. So they're kind of like standoffish, or not trying to, or whatever. And you were trying to give the person the benefit of the doubt. They're not realizing that you can help them. They're not seeing it such. When they're little females, they do things like that. So, you're seeing some of these guys for who they are. And if they're acting in that manner, you might ought to question who they are as a person, because they could be someone that's into men or whatever, or they just like to have control over things. I had, the guy, I'm not going to even mention it, but, he just, he was like, tried to act as though, yeah, I like that. I like what you have to offer. I like what you do, and da 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 da. And then you find out, oh no, they really did it because they want to sit up here and be like, I like that you're independent. I like that you da 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 da, and then turn around and start looking at you sideways and start looking at you. They feel intimidated, and they feel, they're just, they're dealing with issues or whatever, and they think that they look good or whatever, and they try to use that to their advantage, or their private area, which is sickening, which is a turnoff or whatever. And you're looking at them like this way, and they're looking at you like that way, and no, this is not going to work. If you can't if you can't compliment what a person have to offer that could probably be, good for you as well in the connection, then, you got your own issues, and it's best that you deal with your own situations and don't try to get into a connection because you don't add up to the plate. You feel less than, or you feel that you aren't as good as someone else. So you feel the need to try to bring them down. They'll try to find some of these guys or whatever, you'll notice or whatever, when they're feeling intimidated and such by you, they will try to find things or whatever about you that they can point out as some of your, which, a lot of times we need that or whatever. We need that in connections or whatever. I'm not going to get mad at you because you tell me something about what I need to work on or whatever. I'm going to take it into consideration. And so this person is the opposite. If you tell them something, it's more or less going to crunch their feelings, or they're going to feel some type of way. They want to be with someone that they can degrade and manipulate and talk down on and make them feel less than. So, whatever connection that you've probably been dealing with, you probably have noticed that it's not going to work because this person wants to deal with someone that's, beneath them, so they can make them feel more important or more valuable than what valuable, so they can make the masculine feel more valuable, actually a karmic masculine, because they need healing. So guys, that's all I have for you, Geminis. If you don't mind, if you would like and subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. God bless. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.